What is going on, everybody? It is your observant lineman, Uche Waneri, and we are here to get this second part of this O-line breakdown from the Senior Bowl, get this thing done. Appreciate everybody who's here checking out the stream. We are about to get into taking a look at some more of this footage from the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. Now let me see here. Who we got in here today? Sports Track, what's up? Trick Shots, what's up? But what we're gonna do here is if I can get one of my guys to get up in here, one of my mods, and keep up with the names for me on these players, that would be wonderful. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Everybody doing all right? How is everyone? Just sending out a tweet real quick. Let everybody know we live. Let's see here. Boom. All right, so we're going to get into this. Let me pull up my notes here. I got some notes on these guys. Here we go. So I gave all of these guys grades when I broke down the film last time. Just kind of looking through them right now. I do recall that the best grades that I gave out were the center from Kentucky. At least this was on the American side, the American being the white jerseys. And the center from Grambling, the center from Kentucky, and let's see who else had a good grade here. I know I gave somebody I think there was a tackle. Well, the centers did the best by far. We had left tackle from Texas A&M who looked all right. We had left tackle from East Carolina who looked all right, raw but had some talent. And we had a right tackle who was decent from Texas A&M, Carson Green, I think his name was. But, the guys from Bama, in all honesty, look terrible on here from what I got. So, we got a little bit of those are the guys winning the titles, but their O-linemen didn't look very good in their one-on-one matchup. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. Try and get through this in a decent amount of time here. Last time we ran for almost 2 hours, but I think we can do better than that here. Make sure you smash the like button if you haven't already done so. And if you're not a member, think about joining. Got a number of different tiers. Going to start making things like this members only at some point. So, just a little bit of information for you there. Especially when I start doing my videos, because I'm going to rank all these guys and I'm going to actually set up my draft rankings, my draft board for offensive linemen. Not doing any other positions. Just doing O-line. That's it. Going to break them down, rank them, and then select what order and what team should draft who based on my knowledge. That's it. All right, so let's get rolling on this. And I already moved forward a little bit so that we could get straight to the action parts. I think that this might be a Georgia Tech player. I'm not sure at the defensive end, but we got a right tackle here on the national side. Can't see any info on him right at this moment. Well, let's see what it looks like here on the rush. Now, I can't really tell the stance, but it already looks like, that's not good. I mean, if you're run blocking, that's a start. That's the start. That's a start. But I'm not sure exactly what the idea here is, because that's not good really anything there, because that defensive end has outside position and has control of the edge if this is a run play. And if it's a pass play, I mean, you're already in bad shape. He has the will, and he has the will in the way to go straight to the quarterback here. So this is definitely not serviceable in either respect. But again, I'm not sure who exactly this cat is. So that's that. All right. Let's see who we got up here next. Next we got number 72. Not sure. I mean, okay, they're going back. He's taking another look here. Let's see. Don't know what for. It's a terrible job. All right, here we go. Right guard. This looks like might be a Notre Dame. This looks like Notre Dame cat. I can tell those golden domes anywhere. Oh, so they're doing run blocking here. All right, so this is a run block. Let's see. Principles of run blocking. Not that. So just in looking at this and hold on. Trying to kind of God, I hate this the way he's using this shit. All right, he's switching it up. I think he was looking for a pass rush. Damn it. Oh, my God. Here we go. He's just looking for, I don't know what he's doing. This is not me, actually, using the footage. This was me downloading another YouTuber who gave me who let me use his stream footage from when he was going through this. So you'll have to forgive the lack of cleanly film study here. But this is what we deal with. This is what we deal with. So we're back here. And we got, this is the Notre Dame guard against, I'm not sure exactly who the hell this is on the American team. But that's a good pass set right there. That's good, actually. 72. I like his stance. His stance looks good. If you're looking at his outside leg, his right leg, which is going to be a staggered leg, he's got good, it looks to me here, well, even though he doesn't necessarily get super, he's got that outside leg wide. It's a little bit too wide for the base, but it's not bad. It's not terrible. He's got that toe kind of pointed to the outside like I talked about before. Doesn't look like he has a ton of his weight on his fingertips. It looks like he is balanced on it, but he's not like weight bearing. So he could pick that hand off the ground and not lose his balance. He's got his weight on that inside leg. That's what you can tell with the elbow down kind of over that left leg. That's kind of an indication of, he's putting his weight on that side of his body. So when he starts his kick, let's see here. Let me take another look at it. It looked to me like he kind of jumped. He does a good job of getting out of his stance, but something looks a little off there. Yeah. So he's getting into his kick slide here, which is fine. Now he brings that balance step. That's the left leg. You can see where he's dragging it in the turf. Now, that's what you don't want to do, and that's what looked weird to me. You don't want to drag that balance leg. Don't drag it. It's a step. So when you kick going to the right, you bring that left leg as a step. You don't drag it with you. You have to get it off the ground and step with it. That will help in being able to just kind of reestablish that weight on the inside and keep your balance strong. I think he does a good job of getting out of his stance, but you don't want to drag. But he does do a good job here, and you can see it, is once he gets control, because he got his hands on the inside, God damn it, play it. Right there, he's got his hands inside. That's good. Not sure who 72 is, but if he's the cat from Notre Dame, which I think he might be, as much as I hate to fucking give Notre Dame anything, I will say that he did a good job here in his pass set. Got his hands inside, got his eyes up, has his weight on his inside leg, has that right leg in his kick set. He's got it at a good angle. He's facing his defender. He's not facing the sideline. That's what you want. That's actually what you want. You want an offensive lineman. Like this is talent. This is showing talent. This is showing coachability. This is showing, sound technique, fundamentally sound technique. He sits now. He might be a little tad bit overset at this point, which you can recover from that. So it's not a death sentence. He's in good position. He's in good relative position where you need to be. Inside out, he got a little bit overextended. Now right here, he's got his weight is now on this right leg. Now, he is going to have to sit on this a little bit, but he wants to keep it flat down this line here, down the line. Don't let him keep pushing you back to the pocket. You got to keep it down on the line. Now, he does flatten, and I like that. He fights to flatten, and he sits. A quarterback can work with that pass set. That's good. That might be the best pass set of any of the offensive linemen that I've seen thus far. So, I am thinking, without knowing this cat's name, I'm going to say Notre Dame for the player. Notre Dame. And we'll just throw his number in there. I think that's Notre Dame. I mean, it's a gold helmet. It's not, there's no logo on it, so it's got to be Notre Dame. If the American team is like Alabama and all them, then Notre Dame would definitely be on the opposite team. So this guy definitely, in my opinion, first set, I'm going to give him a B+. I'm going to give him a B+. B+. I think that's fair. Let's take a look. Let's see how he does on a second rush. See if he can be consistent. Like, that's good hand. Like that's really good hand. Look at where his hands land on his. Look what happens to the defender. Now, and again, this is actually a good rush by the defense too. Because look, he changes his direction on him, which is going to happen in the NFL. He's going to rush the edge. He changes direction. But why did he change direction? He changed direction because first contact stifled him right there. Look at his shoulders lean back. When he got punched in the chest by 72, his upper torso bent backwards a little bit, and it stopped his momentum moving forward, so he went inside. Now when he went inside, 72 sat on it and hunkered down right here, and now he has to go to the bull rush. So he actually got this defender to perform 2 follow-up moves to his first move to try and beat this rush, and he shut down essentially all of them. Now, the bull rush, yeah, he straight arms him at the end, but the quarterback's already stepped up at this point or stepped around. The quarterback can break out of the pocket without much. That's not, and this is well, come on, OU. thought he was going to get another rep. But no, really good job here. 72, that's technically that's the best pass rush I've seen in this entire group of linemen, both teams so far. But, you know, he did a good job of flattening. He did a good job of stopping the momentum up the field, and he sat on the bull rush. I mean, rarely will the defender get to a third move without the quarterback already being gone out of the pocket. So, you know, that was good. That was good pass set. Good pass set. Now, next up, we got OU. Not sure what this guy's number is. He tries to jump set, and, you know, oh man, that does look good. That looks good. Okay, so with this OU guy, like, he only took one step here. So I can already see that he doesn't have his balance step coming, which means all of his weight is probably slightly leaning to the outside. So what does this defensive lineman do? He rushes the inside. Now, he does a good job of recovering and sliding back to it, but trust me, if you do that in the NFL, you won't be recovering like this. But he does do an okay job of recovering, because he doesn't have any real like power behind him. You know, a third move or a second move beats him. Cross the face, pull the hand, you know, and just clubs over the top. I mean, that's a good move by that defensive lineman. That's being aware, understanding, you know, who you're going against, and understanding that this guy is in a bad position because he didn't stop. You have to stop him from crossing your face or flatten him across your left guard's face and have your left guard take over that rush. But right here, he doesn't bring his balance step, or else he'll be able to react and move back towards his left a lot faster than this. I know that for sure, just from looking at it. So definitely what is not, I mean, it's not what you necessarily want, but he shows a little bit of ability here with the way that he at least fought back to try and save it. Because right here, you know, in all realistic, you know, scenarios in a game, this is probably not going to be a pass rush that gets anywhere near the quarterback, because that crossing the face right there will probably mean that the guy over the left guard has went to the defensive end, and the defensive end has dropped back into coverage and is not coming. So that left guard would then read back to the center and blow this guy up. So that in real game scenario, this rush is probably completely nullified, or should be nullified, if this is a stunt that we're actually looking at with how he runs this. So definitely, I mean, it was a good individual effort by the defensive tackle. I'll say that. All right, now is he gonna look at this a million times? The dude looks, it's not great. I mean, it's like decent at best. Now this is not good. I don't like the way this left guard. I don't know if he's trying to jump set here or what. But you know, his stance is fine. Okay, he jump stepped. Okay, so here's he jump set this defensive tackle. Now, here's the thing about jump setting a defensive tackle as a guard. Something you need to understand. You don't jump set and wait. You jump set to make contact with him. So you're going to take these steps. You're going to pick him up and put him down fast, but you want to stay arranged and you want to stay ready to hit. So the jump set is just that. It's meant to get a jump on the defensive player so that he can't begin to really get his pass rush. That's when you're selling a run. But right here, look at his feet. Look at his feet. Look how far spread apart his legs are. There's no balance there. Now the thing is, we're looking at this mid stride, but watch his right leg once it replaces back onto the ground. That's kind of what you want. I mean, when I showed you 72 on the other side, when he slid that leg on the ground, I said he should have stepped. Well, this is stepping, but this is a little bit different because this offensive guard, when he brings that balance step, he brings it up the field. He brings it up the field towards that white line. That's not how you bring your balance step. And that's not how you jump set. You don't jump set. You don't go into the line to jump set when it's, when you know it's going to be a pass. You set your angle, but you pick them up and you put them down with your feet, arranged and on the line, like not going up into the line, because a defender will just use your momentum against you, but you're on the line, like you're moving parallel to the line in that jump step. So when you make contact here, which he reached, so the defensive tackle rightly clubbed those hands down and then hit him with a spin move, and he's not ready for it. And, we got drills that we worked on when I was in Jacksonville where you're working on spin drills, where you're working on a defender spinning. So we'll get a defensive lineman or another offensive lineman if it's during practice, and we'll have that guy lean against us with their back in a pass set position, and at the sound of the whistle, they spin. So we've got to learn. One of the things we do that for is we do that to train our hands to literally spin the defender, spin him. We call it spinning the top. You spin the top of him to stay with him when he spins. You don't try to resist him spinning and stop him from spinning. You just spin him and stay and spin him back in, so that you're back in front of him, and it allows you to stay in front of him. Here, this is just, he's not ready. His hands, he never got good contact with his hands. The defender had control over that space the entire time. And when I say that space, I'm talking about the hand space that they're fighting in to gain control and leverage in the block and in the pass rush. And, he beat him with that. Now, I can already tell you, in looking at this guy, you can tell there's a difference between this guy's stance and this guy's stance. And they went to the same school. Much wider base. And it looks to me like he is like this guy's back is not as flat as this guy's back is in his stance. Like, you can tell, look at how far his knee goes up into his arm in his stance. That gives him that means his knees are bent pretty well. He's got a good base here. Right here, looks a little bit different. They look the same, but they look different. They look a little bit different. I feel like just from looking at these stances, he has more weight on this hand than he does on this leg. There's a little bit of air in here. There's a little bit of air right in there. Over here, there is no air. He is locked into this leg, it feels like. This one feels like he's hovering over the leg a little, but his weight is kind of split between this hand and this leg. I mean, it's hard to explain, but trust me, I think that this is definitely the issue from the start. Looking at this left guard and how he's set up in his stance, just not exactly optimal for being able to jump set somebody like you want to here. So that puts him in a bad position. Now, if I could get this guy to run the film. Yeah, he wasn't ready for the spin. He lost. That was pretty evident to me right there, because you don't drop your hands back like that unless you don't have any balance. So when he spun, notice this is his right arm, because this shoulder just fell off and lost all of its leverage and fell forward. So this shoulder's falling forward. This shoulder is falling back because every 100% of this guy's weight is literally one-legged right now. This leg's in the air. This leg's on the ground. He has no hand placement whatsoever. His shoulders are leaning away from his knee here. So therefore, he has no base at all. You could literally pat him, this defensive lineman, if he makes one more aggressive level contact on him right here in this moment, he'd knock him flat on his ass. So definitely, because as you look, all of this was falling backwards for him. this would definitely be a sack or a blown out knee, Tom Brady style, from back when Bernard Pollard blew out his ACL. That is absolutely what would have happened there. Yeah, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. So 73, Notre Dame, he's definitely getting a D-. I can see that he knows what he's supposed to do, kind of. But he didn't do it very well. First set, D-. Left guard. Okay. Okay. Let's check out this left tackle. I don't know where this guy's from. I can't tell. Number 74, though. Let's take a look at him. I don't like his stance. I can tell you that much. Just from looking at it, I don't like his stance. But, whoa. I may be flexible on allowing him to have his stance like this. He's now again, and I gotta kind of remind of this too. When I talked about now, look, if you look at this guy's stance now, his stance looks a little bit better, but he needs a little bit more bend in his knee. Okay, see these guys right here and right here essentially have the same balance in their stance. They essentially have the same kind of balance. He's got his back lowered. He's in a 3-point stance, but this is the thing about that. There's no weight on this hand, like I said before. This guy, who is not in a 3-point stance, still has his back almost as low as this guy in his stance, which means he's got his weight on his inside leg, and he's going to be able to set quickly. And what does he do? He sets very quickly, and he's ready. He's actually in good position right here as well. And that's actually the right move. That's actually the right damn move to make right there, right at that moment. He read this inside move. He read that. You can see, because the moment that this defensive end takes 1 micro inch of a movement towards the inside shoulder, this arm becomes active immediately and stops penetration. This arm is on the inside right now. Right now, he has total control. If he holds his technique, he has total control of this pass set. Oh, he's got him. That's a win. That's domination right there. Literal domination. Yeah. Who is this guy? That's this. Now this might be the best pass. And look, this guy tried to hit him with the double move. That arm was ready. And now I said I didn't like it at first, but damn it. Hey, if a motherfucker does it right, sometimes it don't matter. Cause look, his footwork was perfect. He brought his balance step. He dragged it a little, but I'm okay with that. He dragged it a little bit, but I'm all right with that. Just pointing it out that that needs to be a step, not a drag. That's easy enough to coach somebody to do. I want his hands to be up and ready, but he is aware right now. He's paying attention to this pass rush. He's got a good angle. He's got his weight still on the inside. And as soon as he sees this move going inside, right here, and look what he's already doing. He's already flattening. He's already moving to cut off that inside move by redirecting himself flat and back towards the line of scrimmage. And now he's got headway on this guy. He tries to use the club to give himself a counter back outside. And because his outside arm was already placed inside and he already had the leverage, he's won. It's over now. It's over right now. You don't even have to watch anymore. This is a dominant pass set right here. And I don't know who the hell this cat is, but I'd like to know if I was a scout. I mean, I don't know who he's going against, and I don't care, but that shows some. I mean, that's pretty damn good. That's better than any tackle in this entire group of offensive linemen that on both teams that I've seen so far. And he tried to, maybe he tried to club. He faked inside, clubbed, and still couldn't. And now, once an offensive lineman has you like that, once we got you like that, it's over. It is over. It doesn't matter what you do. It's over. Literally. It's over. It's over. I don't know who this is. Somebody can find out for me who this guy is. Let me see, Mr. Slaughter. Mr. Slaughter, what's up? What up? What up? RC, what's going on, brother? But yeah, like I said, once you get a defensive lineman into that position, it is a done deal. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. So, yeah, that's a clear win. Okay, so now we got another pass rush. Okay, he got somebody mad now. Okay, here we go. Here's another pass rush here. Second pass rush against somebody else. Once again, he brings that balance step. He's got great balance right now. Now you don't want to fade back. That's the only thing I would say. Don't fade. He fades right there. Don't fade. Punch him right now in his fucking neck. Oh, he did it again though. He's got good hand placement again. Again. I mean, that's clearly just the way he sets when he sticks that arm out there. But see, right here, you're putting yourself in a bad position when you fade back because now your balance is wavering right here. If you make contact in this position right here at this very second, then you could get knocked. You could get disengaged real quick because you faded back instead of just staying firm in your set. Keeping your eyes on him, getting those hands fired out to where you were making contact with them right there, but 2 steps up the yard, up towards the line of scrimmage instead of fading back 2 steps. That's where when I look at this, that's what I see. But the contact he makes here is great. He separates himself. Like, the thing you got to understand about being an offensive lineman is that you don't want the D lineman up against you while you're trying to pass block him. You want to keep him out here. Keep him at 6 inches with your elbows bent 6 inches, and you want to keep him at the end of your fucking punch, like literally at the end of your punch, and that's where you want him to stay. If he gets up in here and you have to do a bench press, a close grip bench press to get him off, that's a much harder job to do. And this is what he does here. He gets him off of him, and he flattens a little bit. I guess, like I said, in the game, if we're being realistic, there's not really a chance he gets inside on this because you're going to have a guard there. You're going to have a center. I mean, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Here we are. We're looking at our guy again. Okay, he's coming out. Okay, so let's take a look. 73. Now, there's a difference between this movement that he made with this arm and what I showed you with the left tackle, which I couldn't find out what school that cat went to. Couldn't figure out what school that cat went to. Could have been possibly a Washington, maybe. Washington, or, I mean, when I look at the helmet, I just can't tell. Oh, well, I can't tell. Can't tell. Anyways, our left guard here again. Yeah, you can see it. He doesn't know how to get his balance right. Look at his feet. Let me take and I think part of his issue here. Okay, that looks like is that Akron? Huh. Not sure. But we look at this guy's set again, 73, Notre Dame, dragging that right leg. And like I said before, when you look at his right arm is reaching out. His right arm is reaching out. That means that is you trying to secure yourself from getting beat to the inside. And generally, guys who do this before they block somebody, who like do this kind of like winding motion, generally that is that's a safe way. That's like safe. That's like your safety net. It's bad technique. It is bad technique. I'm not saying that to be positive in any way. It's bad technique. I know because I used to do it. When I was a young player, I either punched way too hard trying to knock a motherfucker out the fucking stadium, or if I was caught off balance, which usually when you're caught off balance, subconsciously your first instinct is to do something that is not going to be hard to help you recover. And, if I got caught off balance, that's what I would do, is I would try to wrap and catch. And that's what this guy does right here. He catches this block. And so he has no balance. And really, for the fact that his defensive tackle really is not that's a defensive. I mean, he just didn't get a good rush at all. But really, if not for that, that would have been another win. Like he'll get the technical win here, 73. But he's not getting a good grade on it. Not getting a good grade on it. So that other tackle, I'm not sure what his name was. I don't know if you guys caught it or if you guys could tell what school that helmet was. I'm not sure. Unknown left tackle. Number, I think he was 74. Yeah, 74. 74. I'm gonna give him a B plus on his first one too. Did he run 2? He ran 2. So on his first set, he gets a B plus. His second set, I give him a B because he drifted back on that second set. His hands were still good. His positioning, all of the things that you need to do in order to have a good chance to win or give yourself the easiest path to winning, I think he did them good. I think he did those things good. So did the right guard from Notre Dame, number 72. So right now, those guys are looking like the best two. There might be 4 guys here that I've rated so far that I can look at and say that they had good one-on-one pass sets. Now, this doesn't mean that they're the best offensive linemen or anything like that, because I do have the full practices here for the Senior Bowl. So I'm going to actually look at the game practice. I'm going to try my best to find some college film, all 22. We'll see. And from there, I will rank my top 10 offensive linemen of the 2021 draft. And then you shall have the written word from Uche. This was who, number 56. All right, so 56 on his first set from Texas A&M, I think. But on his first set, he got a D. He tried to recover, but it just wasn't a good set. I just didn't like it. I know when a center who does good with their pass sets steps up, you can tell that they're good. Like, you can tell that they got it. So let's take a look here at his set. You know, this is like, again, like he's lighting the ass. Why is this guy lifting you up? Oh, God. Like, why is this guy lifting you up? Like, why aren't you punching him now? That's my whole question. Look at his hands. 56 hands are nowhere to be seen. This guy has his entire chest open right now. Open. Like, I'm pretty sure that he's on the line of scrimmage where you had the ball. Strike this cat right here, right now, with that right arm after you snap. Now, for an offensive line, for a center, does he want to get a little bit away from that? Sure, but right now, look at this guy's hands. His hands are preparing to strike right now. Look at this guy's hands. They are at his balls, literally. This should be in his chest right now. This left arm should be on this outer side of his on this outer area under his shoulder pad or right in his armpit. And you should, like, there you go. What did I say? When you're hesitant about what you want to do, look at his arms. Wide into the outside. I'm catching. I'm catching. I'm catching. That's another D. This is exactly what I just explained. I even explained the psychology of why this happens. It's because you don't know what you want to fucking do. So you go with what's safe. You catch him and you hang the fuck on. That is what he did. And that, I'm sorry, is not going to cut it. And I've seen it from him, and I've seen it from the left guard right here, 73, jogging off all gingerly. These are guys who, in my opinion, when you do this repeatedly, it means you don't have confidence in what you want to, in being decisive. You don't have confidence in your ability to actually read and react to what this guy is doing. Or if you're going to be proactive, to just do it, fuck what he thinks, and fuck what he's trying to do. And if you don't do that, and if you're not able to get into those zones where you can do that, or where you mentally have decided that is what you're going to do, then it makes it hard. You're going to be a catcher forever. You're going to be a catcher. So I don't know. I just don't like that. That's just terrible. All right, 72. I think 72 we've already seen. Oh, that's perfect. Damn it. Damn it. I just saw 1 second of what this cat does. Who is 72? Get his number. Give me his name. Somebody. Second set here for 72. Holy shit. All right. We got to go through this one. He's in a 2-point stance now. Now look at his 2-point stance. Look at his legs. His legs are relatively he's relatively in good balance because his legs are almost, I would say just slightly wider than his shoulder width, but not much, not enough to worry about. That's easily corrected. First step, balance step, and now he's on his second kick. Now you got to bring the balance step again. He brings it. Look at his punch. Look at his hands. He brought his balance step second time. His positioning is perfect. He's got his punched inside already. Look at what it does to this guy. He ain't got nowhere to go. And he's like, look at this. This is the position you want to be in as an offensive lineman in football when you're pass setting. This is the profile of what you should look like. Look at him. Watch him again. Let's watch him again. This is what you want to look like. Watch how he punches. It stifles this cat again. Brings his balance step, has his hands ready to go, and punches. What the fuck? Let's go. Punch and then locked. It's over. He does not even trying hard anymore. Is this a UT player, University of Texas? That's you know what I call that? I call that the creep. Look at the way he creeps on him with his pass set. Short steps, very short steps, all under control, and all allowing him to keep his weight on the ground. So when you punch, if you miss, you don't fall forward. His weight, look, this leg is actually slightly off the ground. This one is fully in the ground. He has his punch timed in there very nicely. It widens the defensive tackle. Therefore, because he has his weight inside and because he has his punch on target, affecting this guy's path, he's able to set himself and reset himself and get back on him and then lock his ass up completely. Locked. He's locked. He's locked right now. That's beautiful. He's locked. Who is this guy? Who is he? Who is he? He's got an A. I just gave him an A. I just gave him an A. I don't know who the kid is. I'll find out tonight, though. Notre Dame's right guard. My O-lineman, somebody got to get me notes, O-line. Let's go. Somebody got to get me names. Look at this, 72. Yacht, lock him. It's over. That's what you want. And it looks smooth. It looks smooth. And of course, this guy, that franchise guy, come on. Maybe he's trying to read this defensive tackle. The D tackle got dominated here. He didn't have a goddamn thing. He didn't even use a move here. He didn't even use a single move. He didn't do anything. He's just rushing upfield. He has nothing. It was taken away from him. Goodness gracious, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Where's this guy from? Nebraska? Is this a Nebraska guy? Gee Willikers. Gee Willikers. What are you doing, son? Let's take a look at this pass set. No. See, this is what I call, okay, so if I were to describe to you a term called economy of motion. Economy of motion is being as efficient in your movements as possible, thus as to not waste your movement and thus also wasting your energy on movements that are unnecessary to your objective as a lineman to block someone. This is what I call someone who is using great economy of motion. His economy of motion is good. He is not wasting motions to get his job done, which allows him to get his job done quicker and with less energy needed. Look at, he made the dude give up. Now, watch this right tackle here. his first movement. In his first movement, he needs his arms to get him out of his pass set or get him out of his 2-point stance. Get him into his pass set. He needs to use his arms like it's a fucking locomotion. That's what's going to get him into his pass set. So with that, he stands straight up, and he is, because he's continuing to only use his arms and widen his arms, kind of like a chicken does. It's a great analogy. Look at this. He has no balance whatsoever. None. Zero. A stiff arm will put him flat on his fucking back right now. A club, flat on his back. A bull rush, flat on his ass, maybe through the quarterback's knees. This is absolutely terrible in pass setting. Absolutely terrible. He can't play this guy can't be originally a right tackle. He can't be. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. So let's see what happens to him. Huh. Yep. Just like I said. You, my good friend, we're about to get put on your fucking back. Look at this. No economy of motion, no ability to strike, no ability to block, but a lot of opportunities to get put on your back. Like, look at what and that's Ohio State right there, I believe. Yeah, that's Ohio State. Like, yeah, you were about to get put on your ass because that's terrible. But, I mean, when's the last time you saw a good Nebraska offensive lineman? When is the last time you saw a good offensive lineman from the University of Nebraska? Because I can't recall. Bobby Folks, this is the national team from the Senior Bowl. They're offensive linemen. Like, this guy's terrible. Like, first off, that was a good little feint to the inside by the defensive end. And if you're looking here, just look at 67's entire package right now. He's got one leg in the air, but it's not. But the leg that has the weight on it isn't actually controlling and pushing him into his kick slide. He's using his arms to propel him into his kick slide, which means he doesn't have his quick twitch ability is not there then. It means he's not able to move fast without actually like building up momentum through the usage of his arms. So that's really not a good position to be in if you are an offensive lineman who is trying to block a defensive end, especially because those guys are pretty good athletes. They're pretty good athletes. So in just looking at this would be an F. Solid. I mean, it really is. I'm sorry. It's a pretty terrible pass set. I mean, there's nothing fundamentally sound about this pass set in any way. There's not even like, I don't know just looking at it, I don't even see any potential in this pass set. I don't see potential anywhere in this entire thing. And this is number 67. So this is Nebraska. It says, let's see, unknown. Or no, Nebraska. Nebraska, number 67. Nebraska, right tackle. 67, first set. First set, he gets an F. I'm sorry. That's pretty bad. That's bad. How did you get in the Senior Bowl? I mean, this is obviously me grading the entirety of these guys as players right now off their one-on-one pass sets. But this is the thing about one-on-one pass sets that a lot of people need to understand. This is a drill that is designed. This is a drill that inherently is not realistic for an offensive lineman in any way because it negates any potential help you might have on the line. It allows for exaggerated rushing lanes for the defensive linemen. And really, at the end of the day, they're allowed to continually perform moves and really, in a lot of scenarios where they probably would not get the sack or the pressure, these guys are going to think that they get the sack and the pressure every time they rush because reasons. I don't know. But truth of the matter is, if you're an offensive lineman who can do a good job in one-on-one pass rush consistently, then logical analysis would dictate that you should be a pretty damn good pass protector. I'm not saying it's always the case, but I'm saying there's a good amount that I can learn about an offensive lineman's game in general just from watching their one-on-one pass rush, because it's where they're at the biggest disadvantage. But if you're good, it's not a disadvantage. So that's why, I can look at a lot of these things. I can see so many little techniques that they're either doing or not doing instantly, because I've done a million of these and I've watched them a million times on film, and they've been broken down a million times for the betterment of a player's technique and how to get better and how to find ways to improve your game by correcting issues with technique in pass set. So yeah, I can pretty much tell you a lot about a player just by looking at these. And 67, I can guarantee you, is not a guy who's out there pass blocking anybody. And just from looking at that set, I would say he's not a player who has any particular mean streak in him. At least anyone that's going to be genuine. I mean, he almost gets bodied right here. Now, if he gets another shot at this, I want to see him respond, because that doesn't look good at all. That's like almost going on your back. That's like almost going on your back. So we got, come on, boys. Y'all got to quit y'all got to stop being patty caking out there, offensive line. Come on. 76. I don't like that stance. That right leg is way too far back, and he kicks under himself. His first kick, he kicks under himself, meaning his right leg kicks as if he's going to do a kick slide, but it doesn't actually go anywhere. Right there. He's kicked under himself. Now you tell me what you think the result of this pass rush is going to be. Just from looking at this, he is kicked under himself in his initial kick. His left leg is completely extended with no weight on it. His right leg is literally, this weight is shifting to his right leg, which is up on its toe right now. If somebody makes contact with him right now, he may blow out his knee, his left knee. He may blow out his left knee. That's how, this is bad. Who is this guy? Hold on. Have I already looked at this number? 76. Oh no, that was the other team. Never mind. No, I haven't looked at this guy yet. 76. I don't know what school he's at. All I know is that's terrible. And now look. Look at this guy. All of his weight is on his right leg. He's completely overextended. And look at this. Where is your balance going to be at? I don't even know where you could put balance in this position. But I do know all his weight is right here. And I know that his arm is extended as if he wants to punch. And this one's not engaged. Oh, don't tell me this defensive end let himself get blocked. Yeah, please don't let yourself get blocked. Huh. Yeah, it was close. You almost were bad right there, defensive end. You almost was worse than him. Because you allowed it to happen. But again, you can't do this. This is terrible. Now you're in bad position. If this guy was smart, he would have ran upfield. Jabbed outside, and just cut inside. Because look at all this space you're giving him. And there's nothing you can do because of this. If he does do that, there's nothing you can do. You're fucked. You're literally butt fucked right here. Literally. You're fucked. Inside move kills you right now. And even as fucking late and useless as this defensive end was to recognize it, look at what happened when he did recognize it. Free fucking lane. Free lane. This dude's terrible. And so is he. But he's worse because you should never look like this ever as an offensive lineman. This is absolutely fucking terrible. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, all right? You never, ever want to look like this as an offensive lineman. But all right, guys, I think that's a good spot to stop for right now, I guess. I do appreciate everybody for being in here on the live stream. Obviously, wasn't going to do this one for a super long stream, but I think we got in some good film work. We could take a look at these guys. Now, I'm going to try and find out who these guys are. Pay attention to my community tab on my channel, as I will be posting for the next live stream when I'm actually planning on. I think I'm going to rank these guys after I watch a team period with all these guys. So maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another live stream and we're going to watch a team period where we can see the entire offense against the entire defense. I'm sure that's going to be fucking fun. I don't think that they go live. I don't think that they really go live in practices in college. I would hope not. They got NFL coaches out there. But some NFL coaches ain't the smartest motherfuckers either. But we are definitely going to take a look at another part of practice on the next stream, and from there, we'll after that the following stream after that, which I'm thinking I'm going to probably drop. I'm going to take some time, so I'm going to drop my ranking, my top 10 ranking of the offensive linemen as far as, a draft board for this year's draft. I'm going to probably try and release that maybe a week before the NFL draft. I'm going to do a nice spazzy video on that, and I'm going to debut it on a live stream. So I'm going to be using my other cameras to do that. But I think that's kind of a good kind of schedule for us to take with this. The next live stream that I do, we will look at a team period, and then after that, I'll have my top 10 on my draft board for O-line. Now, I just look at O-line. I'm not assessing. I can assess every position on the field, honestly, because I understand a lot of the techniques that are used, and I understand the concepts from an offensive standpoint to do that. I really do. But I really think that I'm going to, because I'm an O-lineman, I'm going to focus on the O-line. If I see other things with other positions as I'm watching O-line, then I'll make note of it. But, I'm not ranking or creating a draft board for the entire NFL. I'm just doing it for the O-line because that's what I'm concerned with. So, with all that being said, guys, I really do appreciate everybody so much. Make sure you smash that like button. And if this is your first time in, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the Observant Lineman, Uche Nwaneri. Appreciate you guys very much for taking your time to kick it with me on this stream. I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.